Are you here to talk about your car's extended warranty? Hi, I'm Kaya, and in today's TED Talk, we're going to be exploring the multiple factors that can impact your car's extended warranty.
I'm sure the good folks from Savage Crucible at Harbinger, absolutely, at Harbinger Studios will appreciate that. But, I mean, I guess we could talk about your car's extended warranty. I don't know that anything that we have can help with that. It's possible that Savage Crucible has a line of car warranties, or Harbinger, coming out. But we're here once again because our friends at Harbinger Studios, Savage Crucible, sent us a new figure to look at. And since I looked at the last one, I thought I would recruit Kaya to help me look at this one, as she has been the promo empress these last few days. So if you saw Thursday's video from Elevate Figure Displays, Kaya did a great job getting our anime shelves looking better using that product. We thank them. If you saw yesterday's video from Ranger Stop, where she and Natalie did a video for them, and today, Savage Crucible, that sent us the Shadow Slate. Now, Kaya likes lizards.
I do like lizards.
She's a lizard, so this is a Lemurian. I do have some information to read off of this, and then the way it's going to go, we're going to let Kaya do... you can read that, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, you
read
do
off
that.
your other stuff.
I'll read this first, the actual materials that we want to share. It was sent to us to share, but what this video is going to be, we're going to look at this specific figure, but then also... it's a spoiler for Sunday's episode where we go to Joe Fest, but I got enough different figures from them to put heads and alternate body parts on everything. That's part of what we're going to do in this video because I want to see what the whole line of lizards looks like. So, Savage Crucible, this is the Shadow Slate figure. If you don't know much about Savage Crucible, Harbinger Studios, it was formed a couple years ago. William Robert Post. Rob is the owner who was with My Action Figure Customs. He was a 3D printer, if you didn't know. Like, he did a lot of things that are in the customizing community. Came out of My Action Figure Customs, sculpting, 3D printing. I don't want to minimize what he did. A lot of different things. A lot of painters work through there. In 2023, My Action Figure Customs retired all previous parts and sculptures, and the focus shifted to Savage Crucible. Now that it's been released, they are ready to get My Action Figure Customs fired up again. Woo! So what they did with this, a slate figure from this line means it has no paint. It's a blank slate. So that color is the plastic it is molded in. It's not painted. I think there might be paint on like the teeth
there's
and the
paint
mouth.
on the teeth and the eyes.
But there's very little areas that have paint.
That's a lovely plastic color.
It's like a plum, right? It's kind of a purple.
Very nice.
So that makes it more affordable. This figure is $19 to purchase. If they had an in-stock sale recently, you could buy it. If you see them at shows, they had enough every day at Joe Fest that you could buy. It's a $19 figure. The first slate was a slightly different color. We're going to look at that in this video too. It was $15. These sold out quickly. That $15 figure sold out everywhere. It was the first figure to sell out.
There's a lot of texture on these too. It's probably really nice to customize.
Yeah, lots on the sculpt, lots of texture. So this is an answer to that. They sold through the first one, so they have a slightly different color. It's a new slate, the Shadow Slate. But what they also did is on My Action Figure Customs, he has a bunch of what would used to be called 3D printed pieces, but he actually ran them through the factory. So factory alternate pieces for this. I have ordered. They are not here yet. In a future video, we'll look at those when they arrive.
Nice.
Let's read through. The Wave 1 dark green Lemurian slate was $15, only through the Kickstarter. Slates are geared toward army building, customizing, combining with character packs. That's one of the things we're going to do. We're even collecting as is. Wave 3 has a piranhoid slate, which is like a fish piranha dude, coming out in 2025. So it's a collaboration with My Action Figure Customs. We're going to have Kaya look at this, test it out. You've seen the unboxing on me. We're not going to go through that. The next clip, we're going to be downstairs at the table playing with toys. She's going to test out the sculpt, the articulation, all the things on that. Then we're going to swap and customize and go ham with our bad self.
Yes, but
now,
first, Here on this world, your spirit is a weapon as much as the one in your grip. There is something in each of us tied to the universal life's building blocks. Fire, rock, air, sea, flesh, spore. In this world alone, in all the cosmos, you, yes you, get to bring them all out.
You read this bottom one in a different voice.
We hope you enjoy this surprise release.
All right, let's look at some toys. So we've got a table full of stuff, and we have this diorama. Spoilers for future videos. But what Kaya's gonna do is she's gonna play around with the Shadow Slate, and then I'll play around with all the rest of this.
I like how human proportions it has.
Yeah,
like, a lot of lizard characters or lizard hybrids have larger heads, but this one is closer to a human shape.
And they have built their proportions to be more athletic, longer, lankier, taller than a lot of figures.
The jaw opens a lot.
Yeah.
Some very.
So there's paint in the mouth and the eyes. I think that's the only place on here that's not cast. Remember, this is a under $20 figure. Has a lot of articulation.
I mean, it has very bendy toes.
It does have bendy toes. Now they have, I don't know if this one is different. So on some of the first release, the toes were a little loose. I know that Rob has said he is correcting that in future releases.
Are these butterfly joints?
Yeah, those are significant.
Those are nice
significant
joints.
butterfly joints. So these figures can hold two-handed
nice.
poses. Yeah.
Oh, double elbow joint.
Yeah.
So you can get more bendy in there.
And no pins. I think they're pinless, right? Is there any pins visible? Yeah, you would see the little dots.
Yeah, no, I don't think I spy any pins on this little gentleman here. Yeah. It has a lot of detail on the loincloth. There's a lot of stitching.
Like a little
molded in
skull
there.
detail. Yeah.
Yes. Tail. It's nice.
Do you like lizards?
I do like lizards. Oh, that's some good hip
Good hip.
out and forward.
It may drop down too. I'm not sure. Did you drop it? Did you pull it? I don't remember if it drops down or not. It may just have that articulation on its own.
And then it has some good ab crunch.
Yes, those do have this.
A lot of ab crunch. Double jointed knee. Oh, can he kick all the way back? Oh yeah.
He's kind of muscular too, so he can't kick his own butt, but that's because of his quads and his calves.
But still, that's a lot.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
More than 90 degrees, which is nice. Yeah.
Would you play with that action figure? As
I
a fan of lizards.
probably would. I am a fan of lizards and the color red.
Okay.
It's good. I really like that outfit.
You think that's red? You call that red?
Yeah.
It's plum, purplish red.
It's like a shade of purpley red.
Do you know that when you open one of these, you get a little foil pack hidden behind the map,
Oh
and it comes with a card.
Gracious.
Look, it comes with this.
Can I open the foil pack?
No, those are already open.
Oh,
It's this one. This is the one you're looking at.
Oh.
That one. That is the one.
Is it like Pokemon cards? Hold up, there's more in here. I want to see.
Those are all, we have a bunch. Those are actually the extras we have. Those are duplicates.
Ooh.
So look at the back of it.
Ooh. Is this like a card game?
Look what if you read that, what would you view that as?
Oh my gosh.
What?
Please, that's amazing. These are D&D character sheets.
I think they're like D&D character sheets, yep. And the weapons ones, I think, then are like add-ons.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful.
I view them as D&D characters.
These are definitely D&D character sheets.
Now, I don't know if they're going to have their own game or anything. That's not revealed.
Because they literally say, roll 1d6, 1d8.
So maybe there'll be a companion tabletop game, but you could easily use that as a D&D character sheet.
Yeah, they have strength, dexterity, it has class, it has alignment.
So for our friends at Harbinger Studios, looks like she's a buyer of the tabletop game. If there's miniatures and
free D&D characters,
yeah.
I mean, I'm so...
And there are also like hollows, like foils. We only have one. These are the unique ones we have. Those are all the duplicates. We need to get some. We need to get some more to get them all.
I think I would personally, I'd probably play as this dude.
we have him.
I play as him.
We're going to get him out. So what we'll do now, I'm going to lay all these figures out. And that way Kai can see all the different ones before she may help me set them all up. You never know. But we'll look at all these. I do have some soft goods we bought from Strutt Family Crafts for these as well. So again, thank you for the Shadow Slate. Now let's look at all of them. Got them all out. This is everything that's been released so far. So this is the one they sent us, Shadow Slate. This is the regular slate. It is kind of greenish, but I don't know. It all depends on your eyes. Kai kind of sees that reddish. That's bluish green. This was $15 in the Kickstarter. And these were, I also think, around $19. These are hard to get to. These are called Savages. So you see what they come with. He comes with 2 hands, 2 swords. That one comes with 2 hands and this
I think this dude
sword.
is Nito.
We're not there yet.
Oh, sorry.
Cheater. Then these Savages come with 2 hands and that sword, but you see they have more paint on them. That's why they're a little more expensive than that. This one is the conclusive, the Imperial Century, Kickstarter exclusive and at con. So I picked those up. Got one at the con. A lot of cool multiple blades, hands. This is Nin Villeneuve. He's like a main character. He comes with a blade and a short sword and hands and like a potion. He's cool. He's in grayish. This is my favorite one. I think Como of the Isles. He's kind of like a stub nose on him.
He's more humanoid.
Yeah, and he's got like rusty, kind of flamey weapons.
He's kind of turtle-ish.
Yeah, maybe kind of turtleish. Yeah, and this is the Royal Guard. This is your favorite.
I like him.
He comes with 2 sets of 2 swords. He can dual wield. And then these are the accessory packs. It's like a Huntsman pack and I don't remember what they're called actually. Ranger pack, Huntsman's pack. So that's like a bloody hook. But if you see, they have alternate limbs. So like the ones that are armored, you can turn them into these. They have alternate like wrapped limbs and a bunch of alternate heads. I don't know if you've even realized. Like look at that like Dilophosaurus head that would go on him.
Ooh.
So you see they've got a bunch of alternate heads. So that's why I've got 2 of each of these and 4 of that, because I want to...
This one's cool.
Yeah, I want to get all the heads, all the different ones. So if you see here, right now we just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unique characters. I think we can make that a bunch more unique characters.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more unique
Turn
heads.
it into 14 unique characters. Would that be the answer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's where we could get, which I think would be very cool. So the only ones I don't have duplicates of are these, because there were no alternate parts for those. I did actually pick up, so they sent me a Shadow Slate. I bought one at Joe Fest because I do have those 3D printed parts eventually coming in. So we're going to spend some time, or I'm going to spend some time, maybe Kai, but I'm going to sit here and play with toys. I'm going to fast forward quite a bit until I change all these guys up. I want to show you the soft goods I have. So these kind of cloaks are for that figure. One for one head sculpt, one for the other. Then there's some loin pieces that I'll probably use on these, most likely, but I don't know yet. And then from Strutt Family Crafts, all these are from Strutt Family Crafts out of Georgia. I got some ponchos and a duster. Those will not be for these figures, but will be for something else. I want to show you that real quick. We will leverage those sides. I'm pairing stuff up, which is sometimes easy, but then like the armor could go on a bunch of different ones, the loincloths. So I'm about to start heating them up, popping and swapping, and see where we get. All right, I want to show you some, because I don't think I've seen any videos on the pop and swap. You definitely need to use a little heat. The torso is pretty easy to pop off. I'm taking all the armor off this guy. I'm going to put a loincloth on him. I don't know if that color, I'm going to look at the different colors. For this piece, which is like that top armor, there are pegs underneath the front that you can unpeg, and that makes it way easier. I thought I was going to have to take off the arms. And then the like scabbards just peg right in these back holes. So you see there's back holes for scabbards. These are pauldrons right here that are pretty simple to take off. You just take them out of those back holes. And then you just lift the crotch piece straight off when you have it separated. But you need heat. Be careful with the heat. I think I used a little too much heat. You see there's a tiny bit of gray that rubbed off on this onto there, but that's okay. So pretty easy. I just didn't know what I was doing. So I would suggest if you're gonna pop and swap, first take off those back pieces, take off these arm pauldrons, then you can unstrap from underneath there, and all that'll be off. Torso is not terribly hard to pop off. You can slide that off. The legs are just like anything else. The pegs are pretty long, so you do need to heat it up to slide them out, but then you can get the bare parts on him. All right, Imperial Sentry. This is how he comes with all 4 swords on him, all his armor, and the standard head. And then this I used from the accessory pack, the bare arms and legs. I took his armor off. I put this teeth, grinning head sculpt bearing, and I took that weapon from one of the weapons packs and used a Strupp Family Goods green loincloth. So you see that's same character, but in this world, because they're all lizards, very different. 1 down. Royal Guard done. I'm trying to do the ones that have the most work. Taking off the armor is the most work. So this is stock. Similar, I mean, he's, I think, just a full repaint of Imperial Sentry. Just different colors, different weapon, or same weapons with different colors, although I think these may be slightly smaller. So I have him with like the scimitars in his hands. Those in the back, that's the way he comes. Then here I took off his armor. I put this brown loincloth on him. Gave him this sword from the weapons pack, that head from the weapons pack, which is especially cool. And all the lights just turned out. And now they turn back on. It's magic. 2 down. All right, this guy is Como of the Isles. I've got him with both of his weapons are too cool. He does have this little potion type something flask that I think you're supposed to peg into there. You see that hole there? It's pretty tight, and I like the look of the lava. But then look how different he is when you take his armor off, put the bare skin, put that alternate head. That's a significant difference. Sorry. Gave him a loincloth, gave him a weapon from the weapons pack. 3 down, 6 characters here. Okay, Nin Villeneuve. Stock version, I'm not using the potion. Same reason. Although I could probably put it there, but I am just not, because I don't want it to fall off. I may eventually. So this is the main Nin Villeneuve as he comes, one of each weapon. But I have this cape cloak from Strupp Family Crafts. Got it at Joe Fest. It's very cool. It has a little port in the back so that these straps can run through the back without being visible there. So it looks like he's got it underneath his armor. Very nice. And then this one, used the alternate head and like turns him into like a helmeted guard. I took off his shin and forearm armor and his shoulder armor, but left the other armor in. And then he has this similar cloak. So very nice wired cloak, very nice material. And so if you had another one of him, they'd be like his, right-hand guard protectors. Now we move to the slates. All the harder work should be done. Now I move to the slates, and I've got a lot to figure out. This skull, by the way, it fits over the top of this guy's head, which is called a hybrid head. I don't want it on his head. So when I get a new hybrid head, I don't think any of these are hybrids. When I get a new hybrid head, which I am getting for that slate, he's gonna wield that, I believe. All right, the slates are done too. And now do we have 14 different characters? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 different characters. And they're all pretty different now. So with the slates, I gave this one the armor and like this true kind of lizard head. This one is the normal slate, just a different head and a bloody weapon. That one gets a loin and these straps on his arms and things, but that's the regular head. No, that's the teeth head. This is the regular head, but he's got a different loincloth set of accessories and the rope. Then on this guy, I gave him skulls and whatever this backpack is. And on the new one, I think this is the new one, right? Yeah, I gave him those pauldrons, necklace, chains. So now, originally, which one was your favorite one? This one, right? I don't see it. Or this one, the Royal Guard. Yeah. Which one, does it change?
I like the him with the different head.
Yeah, I like that head sculpt too. They're like Dilophosaurus. All right, there they all are. I'll go slowly over them so you can see there's a lot of pop and swap potential. All one body. A lot of talk about that in the community now. These is all one body mold, right? And the armor pieces have a lot of, like, that one is different than, but those are the same. That one and that one are the same. A lot of loincloths. So it's really creative and quality reuse of parts. Because you look, this is just other than the strap loincloth, strap loincloth, strap loincloth, loincloth, and then the two capes. Everything else is just things you can purchase in that first wave. I think they're cool. But that's our overview. Thank you again to Savage Crucible for sending the Shadow Slate. And I picked a lot of these up at Joe Fest. This is a combination of what they sent. A bunch I picked up at Joe Fest, a bunch I had on pre-order, and they're all here. And at some point, I'm going to try to put all these guys in that diorama. But that's not in this video. That'll be in the future at some point. But until we get to that point, I will talk to you next time. Squeeze it.